Y'all the funniest motherfuckers in the world, Craig. Shakur doing all that, ain't none of that shit gonna help him. All of that pad work, working out with Bud, that shit ain't gonna help Shakur Stevenson. You fighting a duck, nigga. You fighting a person that never had a fight at 135, bro. All that shit you doing for what? Duck of the century. You, Brian Norman Jr. Shit crazy. I tell you, y'all, it's just crazy out here. You know? It's just funny to me, man. I watch the funniest shit, man, and then when I watch these videos, Shakur acting like he putting in all that work, Bud Crawford doing all that. Like, bro, come on, man. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Then everybody, you know, like I say, Shakur Stevenson, all he has to work on is his range. It's all he got to work on. Because everything else he's doing, it doesn't mean nothing. We don't care. You understand me? We don't give a fuck. You not putting on pure talent that a lot of us assume you have. A lot of us assume Shakur Stevenson is a pure boxer. You understand me? And all honesty, he's not. You know, he's an in and out fighter. He's not a technician. He's not a person that masters the ring. You understand? He don't bob, he don't weave, he don't slip, he's not dipping, he's not doing none of that. He's straight forward and back. Shakur Stevenson is an in and out fighter. I watch Roy Jones. I watch a lot of crazy fighters say the dumbest shit out their mouth, saying that Tank Davis is not number one at 135. If it ain't Tank, who the fuck is it? Even when T.O. was undisputed at 135, Devin Haney was undisputed at 135, Tank Davis still was the top guy at 135. Out of every fighter that was at 135, can't none of them sell like Tank. Can't none of them sell pay-per-views like Tank. Can't none of them sell tickets, put asses in seats like Tank. And that's a fact. But I watched Roy Jones Jr. come out his mouth and say Shakur Stevenson will beat Tank. Is you high, son? You must be out your rabbit ass mind thinking Shakur Stevenson can handle Tank. Bro, ain't none of them boys handling that boy, man. And y'all talking like y'all know off experience when we seen footage and sparring the experience in that ring, what he was doing to these motherfuckers. Like, he be torturing these motherfuckers. So, put respect on a man's name. Because at the end of the day, we watching Shakur every fight. We watch him box. But y'all call boxing, which we call running. You understand me? We haven't get to see Tank box yet. We ain't get to see nobody bring the dog out of Tank. You understand me? Even if his hand was hurt just fighting pit bull, if his hand was really fucking hurt, which I believe his hand wasn't, you understand me? He just went with the flow like, damn, before you see what you're trying to do, I don't bring up excuses, I won the fight, cool. But if he really did that shit with one hand and beat Pitbull with one hand, and he wasn't even boxing, he still was brawling, a lot of you motherfuckers is in trouble. A lot of you motherfuckers is in trouble. Because like I say, I always tell my son, you fight like your trainer. The person that's training you, that's how you fight. So when I see Tank rumble, that's Calvin in him. That's Coach Cal in him. Kenny in him. That's his team. That's them two put together and they got Tank. That means that's a bad motherfucker. When you watch Jerron Boots Sinners, that's Bozy. You understand me? That's Bozy in that motherfucker. The defense and the offense, that's for Rod and Pooh. And his dad, he got 3 and 1. Even Coach Rell in that motherfucker. It's 4 and 1 when you deal with Boots, right? When you dealt with Floyd Money Mayweather, you dealt with his father, then you dealt with the senior, then you dealt with Roger. So you had 2 trainers in 1. Shakur Stevenson, he got his grandfather Moses with him. And Moses, you can tell Moses can fight because he's a pure fighter. You understand me? And he breaks Shakur Stevenson out to be a pure fighter, but Shakur don't listen. He's an in and out fighter, and his grandfather telling him like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? And this is all the time. So you know what that means? He don't listen to his corner. Because if he did, he'd be a dangerous fighter. And he got the goods to be a pure boxer, but he always out of range. You understand me? And for anybody to think that if it goes 12, he beat Tank, Tank ain't gonna let it go 12. And if it do go 12, I promise you, Tank gonna outbox him and Shakur gonna touch that canvas. Devin Haney is out of the question. I don't want to hear shit about Devin Haney, but this video is strictly about Shakur Stevenson training with Terence Crawford. We ain't see nothing special in that motherfucking video. You just watch a lot of nut huggers go in that video and see a whole bunch of dumb shit and bullshit. Shakur, you ducked Tank. Like you was one of the biggest ducks. You was the first biggest duck in boxing. The second biggest duck in boxing this year is Brian Norman Jr. Oh, no, let me bring that back. Let me rephrase that. The first duck of the year was Terence Bud Crawford when he let go of that IBF belt. He ducked Boots. Second duck of the year was when Canelo ducked that David Benavidez. Third duck of the year is Shakur Stevenson ducking Tank Davis. Fourth duck of the year is Brian Norman Jr. ducking Boots. Well, all of them niggas ducking Boots. Know what I mean? So, the boogeymen in boxing is Tank and Boots. And I'm going to put David Benavidez up there. Tank, Boots, David Benavidez. They are the boogeymen in boxing right now. That's all I can say, and that's how I call it. Nothing special in that sparring session. You understand me? Let's make boxing great again, man. Hit that subscribe button on your way out and click them likes down.